I'm going to speak frankly. I do not waste my time. What was my wife doing at your place of business at 7 o'clock this morning? Answer the question, please. And what is the nature of the trouble? And how is my wife involved in this trouble? How is the chicken?
A little greasy.
You're just a dumb tool doing its job.
The Morning Stream. Off, hairball. Hello, everyone, and welcome to TMS. It is the morning stream for June 26, 2025. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian Ibbett.
Hello.
Hello.
This is it.
Yeah, we're right up to the precipice of the MS 150.
That's right.
You got, what, a day, and is it Saturday or Sunday?
It's Saturday morning.
Saturday morning.
First part one, and then Sunday morning for part two.
Oh, that's right. There's always a part two. So you got...
There's always part two. Yeah. 81 miles on Saturday, and then 68 miles on Sunday, which, if you're doing the math, is 149.
That...
Not 150.
Is a lot of... That's many miles.
That is many miles, yes.
That's halfway between me here and, well, let's see. Where would I get? Cedar City? No, about Nephi is where how far I'd have to drive to do that. That's actually a long-ass amount of time to be on a bike.
Yes, it is. It totally is.
Holy shit.
Now you know why that chode butter is so important, Scott.
No kidding. And the good chode, but you need the stuff that lasts all 149 miles. Not
Yeah, well, I've got the big tubes. Big thanks to Mike Pacholik for sending me not one, but two of the big tubes of chamois butter, which will last me a few years. Don't worry, it's like at least a couple of years. I don't. There's no slathering yourself. There's a diminishing diminishing returns. Yeah, like you get to a point where when you're coated, you don't need to add any more than that.
Yeah.
But then I've also got they're little tubes provided free by the MS 150 folks. They just had a big bin of them. They're like, grab a handful, shove them in your bike bag. So if I get to rest stop number 4 and I'm like, starting to chafe a little bit, then I can sneak into a porta potty and reapply. The problem is I apply and I've got this goo on my hand. What am I doing with it?
Yeah, walk out, wipe it on the first guy you see. Just the first dude you see, just go...
Exactly. Just goes, hey, buddy, good to see you. Pat, 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 pat.
Yeah, just wipe it down the front of his stupid bib-looking shirt.
Exactly.
Oh, man, this is going to be great. I'm excited for you. I think you're going to do great.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. I've got one last big ride today, one last training ride, and I'm going to redo the White Ranch Farm bypass add-on to my other big ride. So it's like an extra big hill and an extra 5 miles added on. So it'll be a 18 to 20 mile ride today.
That's good.
And then
and you're not going into this one with one of those summer colds like you had one year. Like you're healthy, you're feeling good. Like this is great. You're going to come out awesome on the other side.
I'm going in with back problems, but that's it. But I have found that if I'm leaning forward on the bike, as long as I'm in that position, I'm great. Getting off the bike, getting on the bike, little achy, but once I'm on the bike, I'm fine. So it's more incentive to stay on the bike, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's great. You hold that position, you should be good.
That's right. Yeah, they do have sinks. They have so in the porta potty, they've got that little like a little water pump thing. Or no, I'm sorry, outside the porta potty, they've got those they're like little portable sinks, and you step on the pump to pump water onto your hands and wipe them off. So yes, there's a way to get the Gooch Lube off of my hands.
Didn't know they had I've never seen that. I don't think. I guess been close enough to one to notice. I guess
I'll send you a video.
Are they all like this? Or like every porta potty, blue or green porta potty has an outdoor little? Oh, okay.
No. Okay. No, and it's a separate little deal. So like you've got the porta potties and then a separate little, like they have 2 in front of every 6 porta potties. Back-to-back hand washing stations that operate off the same tank of water.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, that's good. That's convenient.
That's true. I could actually. BioCal's not a bad idea. I could pack a few pairs of rubber gloves, and then just toss them in the trash,
just like the doctor does with the old when he does the old checking the lube when they used to do it.
The old finger.
Yeah. Take it off, slap it. When you put it on, you have to smack it like they do in the movies.
Yep.
And you're
like the woman on the front of that Blink 182 album.
oh yeah, dude. I always forget that's not a Winger album for some reason. I see it, my first glance at that album cover, and I go, oh, it's like Winger or some 80s rock band.
There's a little bit of a Winger, right? Because the Winger album I always think of as the woman, the waitress who's dropping the cherry pie off of her plate, and it's perfectly aligned and it's fall.
Yeah. Oh,
to
yeah.
where,
They're not hiding. They're not.
no, it's like, by the way, if you didn't know what we meant by cherry pie, here's a diagram.
Yeah,
here's a helpful illustration to show you.
Here's a photo of how it's going to go.
That's right. Hey, can I show you something? We went to Cost Plus yesterday.
I don't know what that is. Is that a store?
Oh, it's, you remember Pier 1?
Yeah, I do remember Pier 1.
This is like the new equivalent of Pier 1 imports, but they have a lot of food. So like we get our olive oil there because they've got the best olive oil. But you can also get those like jammy Dodger cookies and weird Kit Kats and weird flavored Oreos and things like that.
Gotcha.
And they've got a little section of licorice. And of course, they have all the Australian Wallabies licorice, which is, when I go to the hardware store, for whatever reason, Ace Hardware carries this weird Wallaby Australian black licorice. But after, and this kind of leads right into the first thing that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
They had Dutch licorice. After all the talk we did last week about on the feud of Dutch licorice, I picked up some Gustav's Dutch licorice, and they had a bunch of different kinds.
Yeah.
This is the Beagles variety.
Oh, look at they're all little beagles in there.
They are shaped like little beagles.
Oh man.
They have cats as well, but the difference is it's not just the shape, it's also the firmness. And they had salted licorice, and just keep that stuff far away from me.
Yeah.
I want no part of that.
Yeah, me neither.
But
gross.
But the Beagles are a soft black licorice.
Yeah.
A semi-soft black licorice.
Yeah.
And guess what? If I want hard, firm licorice, I'll just leave some of these out in the sun for a little bit.
Yeah, you don't have to do much to make those get all solid and hard. Yeah.
Exactly. So this is
that's great.
Put a few of these in a plastic in a Ziploc bag and have these in my bag as well, because I like chewing on gum or an atomic fireball or something while I'm writing. Just kind of give me something to do.
Yeah,
because it gets dull after 4 hours.
Plus a little shot of sugar. Never hurt nobody on the ride.
A little shot of sugar, no, never hurt. And it'd be great if somebody came up with an energy black licorice, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
No, especially not the black. I wish I had the like of the black that you do. I know that it's got its people love it who love it, right? People are into it if they're into it, but man, I have a hard time with it. Even the sweetest of it, I just can't do it.
Yeah, you know what? It's every flavor is not for everyone, and I would say black licorice is one of those things that the majority of people probably don't like black licorice. That would be a great straw poll.
Oh yeah, that'd be fun. And you know what part of the poll should be? If we have to figure out across the data, because I have a feeling, I could be wrong, but I have a feeling.
People?
No. I think that there's a combination of people who, if you don't like black licorice, there's a higher chance that you might not like root beer floats, because there's a similar flavor there.
Sure.
Root beer's got a bit of a black licorice vibe to it, and I wonder. So does Dr. Pepper, for that matter. But I wonder if there's a crossover there. If there are people like me where they won't touch the black licorice and they definitely won't have the root beer float. Maybe we have a certain side super taster business.
Interesting. Yeah, I'd be curious. I know the wintergreen, like somebody pointed out yesterday, the wintergreen flavor and root beer flavor are very similar. You can convince yourself when you're having a wintergreen Certs that it's a very sharp root beer flavor.
You just have to kind of think about it while you do it.
You have to think about it while you do it. Exactly.
I'm going to try that later just to mess with myself.
We have a lot of people, so let's see. Love floats, hate black licorice. 3 people just said Zarek, Talia, and Redlings like root beer, hate black licorice.
Okay. Well, I don't mind root beer. Again, it's not the root beer is my problem. It's the combo.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's the combination. So I mean, 3 of you is not a good sample study. We need more. We need more voices, more people to chime in. Maybe we'll do a straw poll.
Yeah.
Spread it around.
I think a straw poll would be interesting. Yeah. Be interesting. Like, this is where we'd want to do like a Google form, because you would want to cross the data. Like, all right, where, of the people, what's the percentage of people who don't like black licorice that don't like root beer floats and see if that's a higher percentage of that slice, like you're saying.
Yeah, let's find a correlation there, you know? Or I could be dead wrong and it's all not related, which is probably likely if I had to guess. But
yeah,
we shall see. Brian, you brought up the Dutch stuff, and here's the funny thing. I didn't preview any of today's calls, but I have a feeling that these two from Dr. Nikki, they put their name and there's a subject line. I have a feeling that this call from her is a beef with the Dutch stuff because there's two of the calls and I combined them.
Yeah.
So what is...
Well, and she posted something in the Discord saying that she was going to send them, and she never replied to my question, which was, "Ooh, are you? Is it something that we said, or is it something that came up just the Tadpool's choices on that day?"
Yeah.
You know, reflected what they thought Dutch food was. So
we're going to find out now.
Sounds
the
good.
Hard way, I guess. This is the hard way because
let's find out the hard way.
Because I didn't preview this, I have no idea what she says, and we love Dr. Nikki, so hopefully she's not too hard on
absolutely.
us. We're going to find out right here. Here you go.
I just paused the Dutch quiz episode to call in because I cannot deal with the slander anymore. It's Nikki. I'm half Dutch. First of all, stroopwafel, not stroopwafel. Also, Dutch stew is a thing, even though the tadpole didn't know it. The Dutch actually don't have a lot of foods, but bitterballen is one of them, and it is not a meatball. It's more like deep fried. If you've had a croquette, well, it's also Dutch, but kind of like a stew almost that's deep fried, and they're incredible. And don't slander them because they're one of my favorite foods, even though I'm vegetarian.
They sound
now.
awesome.
They do sound good.
Don't besmirch the... Oh, yeah, this is also what I wanted to say. Gouda is pronounced Gouda. It's actually a town that my parents lived near for a while. You can go there and see the cheese getting rolled around on the ground. And Edam is also a town. So thank you, Brian, for pronouncing Edam right. Anyway, oh yeah, and look up Rijstafel, R-I-J-S, because it's Dutch spelling. You might like that one. I love the show, though. Oh, it's over 1 minute. Sorry. Okay, but Dutch stuff part 2. You're probably not going to play this, but I just needed to do it. What else is Dutch? Schnert is a split pea soup, and I love this as a kid because it sounds like snot and it looks like snot. So that's a fun one. That's pretty good. Pommes frites is what you're thinking about, and oorlog is what Scott mentioned. That's actually my favorite kind of fries. So it is fries in satay sauce, which is unsweetened peanut butter with mayonnaise and chopped onions. Oorlog means war, and it looks like a war zone. Don't knock it till you try it. This shit is delicious. And you don't know mayonnaise until you've tried Belgian or Dutch mayonnaise. Okay, now I'm done. Love you guys.
Why Dutch mayonnaise? What's now I need to know more about that.
I want to know. I didn't see any Dutch mayonnaise at Cost Plus. Maybe I need to look again.
Yeah, curious about that.
Yeah, I'd be curious about that. Man,
Dutch.
I don't know. I mean, okay, stroopwafel.
Stroopwafel. Yavol.
I know I'm butchering it more than calling it stroopwafel is, you know. Like
well, I've never heard it said any other way by anyone, so this is all news to me. And the other one, what was the other one she said?
Gouda. Yeah. Gouda was the, Gouda.
Yeah, Gouda. I've only ever heard Gouda everywhere I've ever heard the word Gouda.
Well, of course, because it's been westernized, you know, I mean.
Even like where did I hear it recently in a British thing? Oh, I was listening to the old Final Cut 2-disc album from Monty Python, and they have the cheese shop episode.
Oh yes,
They say Gouda. What's his name? The dog and the guy and the cheese. Again, the cartoon.
Wallace and
Gromit. He says Gouda.
The dog and the guy and the cheese.
So,
the thing and the flavor.
I'm guessing that everybody outside Dutch ancestry will say Gouda, and everyone else there's Gouda. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna do? Go over to Smith's here and go, excuse me, I would like 4 ounces of Gouda.
Can we get? You probably can't find just where she says Gouda.
I might. Let's see. I could try.
I want to work on this.
That was early on, right? That she said that.
It was early. It was in part 1, and it was it was fairly early on.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. Dutch stew. Okay, almost found it. We're almost there. Okay. No. Okay, Gouda. Here it is. I found it.
All right.
I'm going to copy this out, and then we're going to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah,
excellent.
So we'll just call that.
Today we are going to be learning how to pronounce the cheese. Gouda.
I love that guy.
That comes from a town near where Nikki's parents used to live.
Dutchland. All right, here we go.
Gouda is pronounced Gouda.
Okay.
Chowda.
Gouda
Chowda.
is pronounced Gouda.
Chowda. All right.
Sounds like chowder.
I'm in for. It is kind of like a chowder. Yeah. Chowda.
Clam chowder?
How do you do?
Yeah, how do you do? All right. We learned a little something today. Thank you.
How do you? This is a show title. How do you pronounce Gouda?
Yeah. I was honestly worried she was going to really be coming after us, but apparently this is all very nice. This is a nice call.
It is very nice. My gosh, why can't you all be this nice when you're correcting us?
Yeah, for real.
Man.
Now
Some of you just are downright snots when it comes to how you correct us.
It made me question my whether I should preview the call or not, because I usually don't, because I like to be surprised along with you and the audience and everything.
Yeah,
but sometimes I'm like, should I? That headline looks a little scary. Should I go through this call?
Yes. Oh no, I'm glad you did. Leave it to Dr. Nikki to be our, our friendly neighborhood Dutch correction
person
officer.
Yeah, there you go. Comptroller.
Comptroller.
All right, here is our second call today. This one, all I know about it is it's from somebody named Chuckles, and it's regarding minis and painting and 3D stuff. So
cool.
Let's find out what he has to say. Right. It's one of these AI converted things that they did. So you can do that when you call in. Just know it's not me, it's them. Here we go.
Hi, guys. Chuckles here. Charles is my real name. Anyway, couple questions. First, I have been listening to the show for the last 7 years or so, and for all that time, Brian has made sniffing noises on his mic a lot. Why is that? Is he allergic to the sound of Scott's voice? Haha, my big question is if either of you have gotten into Warhammer figure painting at all. I know Brian is doing a lot of 3D printing and painting, and Scott does a lot of digital art. I just wonder if any of that has ever bled into the world of Warhammer Sigmar or 40K painting or tabletop gaming. Thanks, and love the show, though.
Warhammer, not Warhammer.
Warhammer. Okay.
Wow.
I need the haha.
The haha was pretty great.
Haha. It's like Liam Neeson. They're going to take you. Haha.
Ha ha. It's like bad anime translation or something like that.
That's right.
All right, so
do I still sniffle a lot on the boy? I didn't think I still did. I know if I feel like I've got to blow my nose, I don't wait until any moment in the show. I do it right while I'll be in the middle of a story and I'll start blowing my nose. But
once in a while, but I don't notice it. That really?
Yeah. Now I'm going to be hyper aware of it. I'm totally going to be hyper aware.
The chat would have to tell us if it's any different, but I don't think it's all that noticeable. I think it's like rare. I mean,
here's where people in the chat are going to type in all caps "sniff" every time I sniff.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, Monica, I noticed it.
Yeah. Well, you and I both have that misophonia, so we're very irritated by sounds.
Yeah, I got.
I didn't do it, Zarek. Or is that just
practicing?
Are you creating the macro?
Yeah, they got to have a quick macro to be able to hit that thing and be ready for it. That's fantastic. Regarding the paintings and the minis and stuff, I have not. My son is currently getting into this, even though I think it's too expensive for him at this stage of his life. But whatever.
Yeah.
But painting minis is cool. He's doing mostly Sigmar stuff. I would be more down the 40K route, but it's really just a time thing for me. I don't have the time, and I don't play the tabletop stuff. I love all things 40K, like the books, the animated stuff. That's the recent thing in that Secret Level episode was one of my favorite things I've ever seen. The video games, all that stuff I'm way into, but the minis I'm just not. I know we got some listeners that are way into this, so they're probably going to pipe in, but that's where I'm at with it. Have you considered like 3D printing any of that kind of thing and doing any of that?
Not Warhammer stuff, but for a little while, very very briefly, I was printing a few of those Warcraft. What was the MOBA? Not really a MOBA. Their mobile game where they had the little
the one that it's still out. Warcraft.
Still very popular too. Legend? No.
They had a longer name and then they changed it. Rumble. That's it.
Rumble.
That's it.
Because Blizzard made all of the art files available as downloadable STLs. So if there's a mini that people want from Warcraft Rumble, I'm able to print those, and I actually have. You requested a hunter, a gnome hunter that I still have sitting over there that I printed for you and just never sent to you, even though I've sent things, to you since then.
Sure.
So I just need to throw it in there.
Sure. Yeah, I forgot they made all those available, didn't they, for the whole
They
series?
made them all available.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So, is there a franchise or a collection or something that you would say, oh my God, I want to collect those and I want to paint them? Is there like a franchise that would make you jump on it?
Probably.
I mean, a really cool detailed DC set of miniatures, or
obviously I'd love like Fury Road stuff. DC or Marvel would be cool. I think like whenever this comes up, I think a custom chess set for some reason.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
And I would love a Warhammer 40K chess set. So you've got your Emperor looking, Preyarch, whatever head dude on the one side. You got the front line is all on the one side anyway. It's all Space Marines. On the other side, it's Orcs. Just really build out and paint a full set of 40K chess. Oh my gosh, dude, I'd be in heaven. I'd play chess more. That's what I do.
It kind of would be cool to have a Marvel versus DC chess set.
That'd be awesome. I love that. Who would you make your king and queen on the Marvel side if you had to pick?
So on the Marvel side, let's see. Queen, probably Captain Marvel. I'm just trying to think of who.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I think Captain Marvel, and I think Spider-Man you have as one of your pawns, even though he's one of the biggest characters. I think he's not kingly like a Reed Richards or actually Tony Stark. I guess Iron Man would be your king.
It's a pretty good king, yeah.
Yeah,
like Iron Man would be good.
And then Storm would be a good queen, or Invisible Woman, says Easy Reader. That would be pretty good.
Galactus
you'd actually have a real bishop as bishop.
Yeah, if you do two of them because you have to dupe your bishop.
You have to have a pair of bishops, but of course bishop would be one of them.
Yeah, I like the idea of all of the pawns being differently posed Spider-Men, but clearly Spider-Men.
Or Spider-Verse. So like you've got Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen. I don't know if you would do Venom. Venom's almost too big, but all the different variants, Spider-Punk, like have 8 different Spider-Man variants from the Spider-Verse as your pawns.
You could almost do a Spider-Man set, like the whole chessboard is.
Oh, you easily could, right? Yeah. And then all your rogues gallery. So Doc Ock would be the king, and Madam Web maybe is the queen.
You could go nuts with that. Rooks could be Venom. Yeah.
That's not bad. So if it was DC versus Marvel, so on the DC, Superman's obviously, Superman, Wonder Woman is your king and queen. Kind of an easy.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
Choice there. Batman is your knight.
Yeah.
100 of them.
100% Batman's your knight. And the thing about knights is they've got that L move, right? So you'd need somebody who's very versatile. So Batman's perfect for that. Yeah, and in the Marvel side, or Marvel evil side, you'd want to use like not Hobgoblin, but Green Goblin to be good.
Green Goblin would be
very maneuverable, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
I like that. Oh, you could go nuts with this stuff.
You could. Oh yeah, no. Robin could be the pawns on the DC side, says Hammond, or
wouldn't be bad.
Again, it could be the Green Lantern Corps, right? For all your pawns.
Oh, I like that too. All of these are cool. All of them.
Yeah.
Every damn one of them. Let's make them.
Oh, Zoe says there are Marvel versus DC chess sets. Of course there are. No idea that I can come up with has not already been done.
No, it's already been done. Everything.
Yeah.
That's the internet.
Been done.
We live in the modern internet time. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Chuckles and Dr. Nikki, for your thoughts and your feelings today. We appreciate it.
And my name is I've been listening to the morning stream for 7. There was the beginning of that was even funny because it came across as so serious.
Oh yeah, very.
Right? And my real name is Charles.
Oh, and I isolated this now.
Haha.
Haha.
Oh, good job.
Haha.
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 Whenever we have a joke that just doesn't land right,
haha,
we'll do that.
It's the Jeb Bush. Please laugh.
Yeah, please laugh. Please clap. Please laugh.
Oh, please clap. That's right. Yes.
Oh, that guy, dude.
Boy, Never thought I'd wish that we would have elected Jeb Bush.
Oh, I'll take
never
any
thought
of
I
them.
would have never thought I'd get to a day where I wish we elected Bush.
I'll take any of them, though. I think we dodged a
Yeah.
bush. We dodged a bush. We dodged a bullet. Dodging bushes left and right. We dodged a bullet with. I never want Ted Cruz in charge of anything. I don't. I don't want him in charge of like making sure everyone gets drinks or anything. Nothing.
No, exactly.
Keep him out forever.
Exactly.
Sucks ass.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. It's time for some news. Someone in Texas is going to write in and talk to me how great he is.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself.
He's really good. When he was leaving during COVID to go on vacation and break the mandated curfew, he was really saving us all.
Yeah. Wasn't that I thought that was he left during the horrible snowstorm that almost took Texas out. Wasn't that the deal?
I thought it was was it the snowstorm?
I thought
Maybe
it
that's what
was. Can't remember. I think so. Well, it was whenever all the power went out or something.
Like basically he was traveling without a mask when everybody was on lockdowns and something.
I can't remember.
Oh, Hammond confirms it was the freeze. Wasn't there something? There was some other thing he did though during COVID lockdowns.
Probably.
That's right.
Because he
that's
sucks
right.
ass.
It was the power. Yeah.
So it was the power thing. The freeze
Yep.
knocked out all the power, and then he went to Cancun.
Yeah.
Pud monkey. He's such a pud monkey. All right, time for the news. Let's do it. Let's get into it. It's brought to you by
today's Coverville. It'll take place after a ride. The ride comes first because it's going to be about 75 degrees when we're done with this show, and that's right on the top end of my preferred riding temperature. But when I get back and have had a shower and had lunch, we're going to do Coverville, and today you're going to hear covers of Carly Simon, who's turning 80. I know, Carly Simon, you're thinking, what? But hear me out. Nobody does it better. Yeah. You're So Vain. Anticipation.
She's great. I like her.
She is great. She's actually she's up there. And you're gonna hear covers by folks like The Feeling and Todd Rundgren and even Morrissey. That's right,
Whoa.
Morrissey covering Carly Simon. Oh, can I give you something to play as a little tease?
Sure, let's do it. What do you got?
Let me put it in our Discord.
As long as it doesn't get us, booted from streaming.
I think we should be okay. I feel like if this is copyrighted.
Let's give it a shot. Find out.
Yeah. Jump in maybe 45 seconds into the song if you're going to play it.
Here we go.
Girls dream that they'd be your partner, and you're so vain.
Who is that?
That is Jack Klugman.
What? Why? Why is he doing it?
Because the Odd Couple released an album in 1973 called The Odd Couple Sings, and it's Tony Randall and Jack Klugman, and the two of them duet on You're So Vain, and it's basically like back and forth. Of course, Oscar, I'm gonna wear an apricot ascot.
Oh my gosh. The things people in the 70s thought were funny.
I know. They did one for Laverne and Shirley had an album of songs. Yeah.
Leonard Nimoy with his business in the late 60s.
Right.
Yeah.
Shatner, of course, classic stuff. Anyway,
yeah. It's unfortunate we don't. You see that now, nobody gets all worked up about it. You hear like, what's her name? Emma Stone made an album. We all kind of go, oh, let's hear what that sounds like. But back in the day, it was just like a sign that your career was going to shit.
It kind of was, but it was also the quality of these things has changed, right? I mean, you're not going to get the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia doing a cover album.
Although I would totally listen to that.
I would love to hear that too, absolutely. But like you are going to get, Scarlett Johansson, who's got a pretty good voice, doing an album of Tom Waits covers, or Minnie Driver, who I played earlier this week with her incredible voice. So it's,
they're often trained now too. They have vocal training.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. And it's also, these are the people who grew up doing theater and doing musicals and things like that, and then went into movies and TV and said, "No, I kind of want to go back and do some music." Yeah. Jeremy Renner, Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.'s album is actually really good.
I need to hear that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
He does a cover of that song by Yes. 'Cause it's time is time and your time and his news.
Oh,
is
I love that song.
captured.
Robert Downey effing Jr.? Really?
Yeah, and it's good.
I'm seeking that out after the show. That's wild.
Okay. It's called Your Move. Robert Downey Jr., Your Move.
That's wild. All right. I will do that.
Or I'll just put it in our Discord because, of course, I've got it.
Yeah. No, yeah, of course. Yeah, you definitely have it. We have all the songs. Hey, Brian, I have a song in mind. Do you have it? Of course he has it.
Of course I do. Which version would you like? The original version or the remix?
Yeah, there's no doubt. I'll bet you money. I've got many clips I've made for the show, little short, little bumpers and everything. I have a ton. Yeah. I'll bet it's still not quite to the level of the library you have of music. I just can't. I can't imagine.
Of course not.
Yeah,
no, that'd be silly to assume otherwise. Do you want to know a current count of songs in my library? The digital songs.
It's funny though. We kind of think of them as physical now, don't we? Because of the change in streaming and stuff.
Tangibly have them.
Yeah.
122,421 songs in my library that I have to. Well, I don't have to have all of them. If we're just talking covers, because those I need to have the covers, obviously, to do the show, to do Coverville. 46,913.
Jeez.
And there's probably a lot more that I don't have labeled. This is if the song is labeled as a cover, and there's probably a lot in my library that I never got around to labeling.
So as a comparison,
yeah,
I just checked all the bumper files I've ever made for TMS. These are just MP3s I play on the show. It doesn't include music or anything else.
Sure.
15,854. Not even close. And I thought that was a lot. It is a lot, but what Brian has is ridiculous. That's
I
insane.
have more Beatles covers than you have bumpers for the show.
That's good. And Jack Klugman, and they're happily doing this one. But anyway, that sounds great. I'm looking forward to it.
So vain.
I like Carly Simon. I like her a lot.
Yeah, you know what? She's got big old Joker lips, but those lips can sing.
They sure can. Yeah, I think those are hanging low now that she's 80. Like they're just like drooping.
Probably.
Okay.
They're probably
Mine will.
Did we ever find? I guess it was that big anticlimactic finding out about who You're So Vain was finally about. Like, well, it's actually about a group of people. I used a bit of Mick Jagger and a little bit of Warren Beatty and blah blah blah.
Wasn't do I always put her and Paul Simon together just because of the name? I probably do that.
I think so, yeah.
They weren't actually together.
Never a couple that I know of. Yeah,
he's about 4 feet shorter than her anyway.
he was too hooked on Princess Leia and Edie Brickell to ever hang out with Carly Simon.
That's right. Boy, that guy's seen some stuff. I bet he's seen some cocaine use. I'll bet.
Oh, geez, yeah.
Even if he wasn't using. Anyway, well, that's great. I'd look forward to this one. Sounds awesome. Carly Simon.
Today, at some point, go to twitch.tv/Coverville and just click the little button somewhere on there that says notify me when Brian goes live. That's all you have to do. And then you'll know when I go live, and follow me on Blue Sky and I'll announce it there too.
Yeah, and today you'll hear 0.1% of his music library today.
Yeah, you will. Yes, exactly.
Kelly Clarkson is in the news.
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. Some reason I lost her headline and I don't know why, but that's fine. I'm going to just go ahead and say that she had a headline and I'll just read the story.
Yes.
Kelly Clarkson.
Without the headline.
Yeah,
too, so
I don't know what happened here, but Kelly Clarkson is sharing a surprise childhood anecdote during the June 12th episode of her daytime talk show. The 43-year-old host. Really? She's already 43?
Yeah. Wow.
How'd that happen? Anyway, time, I guess. Was doing an impromptu Q&A session with her audience members where a woman who shared that she has 2 sets of twins asked Clarkson about her favorite summer vacation as a kid. Her response was, "Oh, we were poor. We didn't do vacations. We went and played in the backyard." Clarkson then revealed her mom's hilarious vacation hack. So, one thing that is funny, though, is our mother would take my school picture, and then we would cut it out, and then she would post me in front of a desert. She would paste me and would glue me into it like a desert scene or in the mountains or the Swiss Alps. Oh, she's on a grassy knoll. The idea is that her parents, her mom, faked vacation photos to impress her friends.
Just by cutting her head out. Also, it sounds like her mom also tried to pin her for the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, shit. Because of the grassy knoll?
Because of the grassy knoll. Said she's in the mountains, she's in the desert, she's in the Swiss Alps, and she was on the grassy knoll.
Yeah, you think she's only this age, but really she was around in 1963 on that grassy knoll, taking that second shot. That's wild.
I love that. Yeah, it's
Pretty great. She's done pretty good for herself. That's singing Poor Girl. She made good.
Yeah.
Hope she took care of her mom. Yeah.
She did. My grandmother cut out a picture of my grandfather's head and pasted it over the face of Uncle George's first wife in bed after giving birth to George's first biological daughter.
Yeah.
And so there's this picture of
how bad is it? Like pasted.
It's horrendous. It is the worst. This is a shareable moment.
All right. Yeah, if you got it handy, I would love to see this.
Let's see here. I think I can find it by doing this. I love the searching feature.
It's too many photos. I've got a similar one about Carter, which I'll tell you about in a minute. Actually, I'll explain it while you do this.
Yeah, do that.
Back in 2001, we took a family picture outside of a huge fountain downtown, and it was really cold, but it looked warm. This is like late winter, early spring, but it was a cold, windy day, and Taylor's like, gosh, she'd have been 6. Carter was 3. Nick was like barely born. He was maybe a month old.
Okay.
And we're all sitting there, and Taylor's got a smile on her face. I keep saying Van. Nick has a smile on his face. Kim and I are both smiling. Carter's throwing a freaking fit. Throwing a pitching a fit.
Really? Like just
going,
pissiest face. Okay.
She didn't want to be there. It was cold. She was just all mad. So I went in Photoshop, took another shot that we had in there of her smiling, and I swapped the faces. But it's so good, nobody knows. So we have this thing hanging up somewhere,
that's great.
And nobody has any idea. I faked them all out.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's one of our little secret family secrets. That's the thing about the Johnson family. We don't have any good family secrets, like juicy ones. They're all boring.
Sure.
Like Scott photoshopped Carter's smiling face over her frowning one.
Yeah.
So boring. No skeletons here, baby.
Well, shoot.
Can't find?
I thought I could find it quickly, and it didn't come up under my my faces of, like how you can search in iTunes or iPhoto for whatever it's called, just photos now.
Yeah.
For somebody's specific face.
Yeah.
That one didn't come up under my grandfather's face, even though there's.
Maybe it's because it's so bad.
I think it's because it's so bad. Exactly.
That would not shock me. It's probably so terrible. It was like, no, we're not doing
like
this.
Scrolling through these as quick as I can. I don't know. If I find it, let's keep going with the show. And if I find it, I'll.
Look at these 2 handsome guys I found while I was looking.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at these 2 guys, 2017, up there on stage.
Yeah, 20 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
For me anyway.
Yeah, I was skinnier then too. I was definitely skinnier then.
Yeah.
Although I was on my way up. 2017 was the year I started packing it on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway.
Good times. We should do Unretacular again. Oh.
You know what? I think we should. Let's think about 2026 maybe.
Yeah.
All right. Well, dang it. Can't find the Photoshop one either.
I'll give you this. In the meantime, here's this. Enjoy this. Coming via Discord.
Got a real horror movie still frame going on with Tina's face down there. Look at that.
It's like she's.
That's
like she's the Ring girl.
Yeah, that would be like a slow zoom in. There she is. That face. She wasn't really there. She wasn't part of the group. That's great.
Was in Japan back that photo was.
Look at you celebrating the Stitch that day.
That's right. And Tristan's great expression, like.
Yeah. He's like, where's the Dutch death metal presentation? That's what he's saying.
Right, exactly. You gotta love it.
Yeah, all right. That's awesome. All right, everybody. More news. A German politician. Boy, these Germans. You got to watch out for the Germans. They started 2 world wars, Brian. I don't know if you know that. But that's the Germans for you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God, I found it. Okay.
Let's see.
I found the photo.
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, putting it in here. I did a search for hospital, and it came up. That's amazing.
All right, let's see what you got. Oh, that's terrible.
It is terrible.
All right, here you go. This is too good not to share. That's amazing. But why is it over the top? I mean,
My grandmother hated George's first wife.
Okay, so it's to the point that she put this dude's head there.
Yeah, her husband.
Her husband,
my
right?
grandfather,
But on
yes,
top
right.
of the woman,
on top of the woman
body.
like giving birth, or just post giving birth, just said, you know what? I don't even want to see her face, but I love my other granddaughters, and so I'm putting this over.
That is amazing, dude.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
And it's not even a really good cutout job. Like there's a shadow behind his head, but I wonder how many photos she had to look through to find one that looked like it's looking.
It's like one of those Monty Python animations about ready to explode.
There is a little bit of a bit by like how you're not wrong. It's almost like a little bit of a halo effect, a Jesus halo around his head.
Yeah, that's very weird.
We didn't even know about this until after she passed away, and we were going through some things of old photos that she had to divide amongst the family.
Yeah.
And we found this, and I swear to God, we could not stop laughing for hours.
Oh, that's really great. I love it.
Yeah.
That's
anyway.
Next to this is as good as your chicken phone thing, or not your chicken phone, but
Yes, could I use your phone?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
right,
This is an
exactly.
all-time
Yes.
Ibit moment here.
It's a classic. It's classic.
Love it.
Absolutely.
Love it. All right, let's talk about the Germans.
Yes, ZchzchChowda.
German politicians stripped naked. Started World War III. Just kidding. They've done the other two. I'm just saying, don't trust them. Calls on open-minded citizens to join him on swingers trip to France.
Oh, excellent. All right.
Uh-huh. Julian Ferret. I don't know how you say it.
Let's do ferret. It probably is ferret or something like that.
Yeah, 'cause the A there.
Yeah, but I would say let's go ferret.
He is a 33-year-old city councilor in the Mannheim, Germany area. He said an 8-day trip to the swingers, hotspot Cap d'Ayers in southern France is meant to investigate how to become a global hub for nudist and sex tourism and how that model could help boost Mannheim's local economy.
So he's going there for research. He wants to.
Yeah. He doesn't look. If you're going to make a class level awesome nudist camp in Germany, you go where people are pulling it off already, right?
I am not going there for the stopping. I am going there for the research. The research.
The people are naked. Yavol! It says here, the naturalist village is a quote in Cap d'Age is considered a mecca for nudists and swingers, he says, adding that it would not have existed without government support. Ferret invited curious and open-minded citizens to join him and take part in the training camp beforehand to ensure no one goes in unprepared, is the quote. The camp includes outdoor sex on the Friesenheimer incel in Mannheim and will exclude the media to protect privacy. So you get to go full on do it. It's not just nudity.
Just do it on the Friesenheimer incel.
He says
freezing your Heimer off.
Yeah, freezing off your Heimer. Having sex in your own bedroom is different from on the beach with a group of masturbating men, he says. Well, yeah, it sure is.
Well, this whole sentence, hold on. Having sex in your own bedroom is different from on the beach with a group of masturbating men, like in Cap d'Age.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah, no, he's right. He's absolutely right.
He's absolutely right, but I don't think I want the latter.
No.
I don't need
I don't want this.
Yeah.
He says he's got the interest of 75 people, 22 of whom, including 14 men and 8 women, have confirmed attendance. It's always more men because men are gross.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
They're
Yes.
all sitting around, and they need more. They need the extras for the masturbators. You know,
I guess so. Yes.
gross. I'm not going to Cap d'Age.
No, the stickiest town in France.
It's very weird. I mean, you know, we get pretty insular here with our stupid politics in America, but you guys got weird shit going on in other places.
Yeah, exactly. They have look at that. They have a Ferris wheel. Huh.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yes.
I'm not going to no nudist camp without a Ferris wheel. Forget it.
It's just funny, like, it just sounds like a town of nothing but effing is from the description.
As the French will do.
Yeah.
Well, take your hairy armpits out there and have a good time, everybody. Moving on. How about this one? A Michigan bear. This is not a guy who identifies as, like a bear.
Is there a story about a Michigan twink?
Well, no, but if they were, these two would be getting along just fine. I think. I don't know how it works. I don't know how the bears and the twinks work. Tally, fill the chat room in.
Cap d'Age.
Yeah. Tally, who taught me what gooning is, go ahead and tell the chat. You let them know what's up. A Michigan bear roamed the woods for 2 years with an awful lid on its neck.
Oh, I'm guessing a toilet seat.
Well, let's see. Actually, I'm not sure about that.
Awful lid.
Says it removed a large lid that was stuck around his neck for 2 years straight. It's pretty incredible the bear survived. It was able to feed itself, says state bear specialist Cody Norton, who might also be a bear. I know that bears are hairy gay men, Talia. I'm talking about, would bears and twinks hang out?
Yeah, I think, there've got to be some bears that prefer twinks.
I don't know. I just know Twinkies. And that real bears would eat a Twinkie. I know that. I know that for sure. I've seen it happen.
It's funny, though, that they don't out explicitly say that it's a toilet seat, but they say a lid that was around his neck. So it's not really as much a lid as it is a ring.
Yeah, large lid is what it says. But if it's not a lid, then it's a ring because around the neck. Is
W Top News afraid to put the word toilet seat in an article?
Yeah. Or is this some other kind of like gauge of some sort used on something else? You just got into some industrial stuff?
I assume toilet seat. It's a barrel lid, apparently.
Oh, let's see. Is there a photo of this thing?
No, there isn't, and that's the bummer. It's there's no photos. Michigan bear. I'm going to do a search. Michigan, because they talk about in the article. They talk about it ending up in a lot of photos.
Yeah, I would think somebody had a shot of this. If they didn't, they're not good at their job.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I have a video. You want video?
Yeah, I love video. I'm always a fan.
All right. Here is video.
Yeah.
Michigan bear freed from lid that's been around its neck for 2 years.
All right, let's take a look here.
It's like a plastic. For whatever reason, when I heard barrel, I was thinking a wooden whiskey barrel or something. But it's
like a metal ring, like the rings around.
It's like a blue plastic.
There it is. Okay. How'd he get his head in there? Hold on.
I don't know, but man,
again.
poor thing. 2 years of that on your neck. That poor thing.
That sucks. Don't
Anybody
leave.
Boo boo, I've got a little plate for eating my picnic baskets.
It's like, don't leave there's a close up of it. Don't leave your barrel top thing out. Where'd the wildlife get in there? Oh, he probably got in there for when he was much smaller.
I was going to say he was probably trying to get food out of something, but that man, 2 years of having to wear that thing around his neck.
But the good news is they said he was normal weight for his age, which means he was able to figure out how to eat and stuff. But they got it off. How did they know it was 2 years? That's a good point, Lydia Grace Bauer. I don't know.
They said that he's shown up like in a lot of hikers and things had photos. So
okay.
The bear first turned up on a trail camera as a cub in 2023 in the northern Lower Peninsula. After that, the Department of Natural Resources was on the lookout for the elusive animal with a hard plastic lid around its neck.
Okay. So it's been it's roughly 2 years.
So I'm sorry, not hikers, but just trail cameras.
Sure. Well, anyway, they sent how they got it off is they did this. They set a cylindrical trap and safely lured him inside with a twink. Just kidding. I made that up. The bear was immobilized with an injection, and the lid was cut off in minutes on June 3rd. The bear eventually woke up and rambled away is the term they used. He rambled.
Rambled.
Yeah, he's a rambling man.
Trying to lend a hand, driving across the land, baby. He's a traveling man. Wow!
Woohoo! Rambling to the next town to get my head stuck in some other shit. Anyway, that's good news for the bear and for us.
Yeah,
I think we all win. Everybody wins except the twink. All right, moving on. Here's the story for you. This is pretty interesting. Why a Minneapolis neighborhood sharpens a giant pencil every year. I was hoping Wendy'd be here to talk about this because she lives there, but I don't know if she's anywhere near this neighborhood. Anyway, every year they sharpen a giant pencil. I'm going to give you a photo.
Okay.
There it is, right there.
That sure is a giant pencil. Yeah.
I'll try to take my location.
It's interesting that it's on a stone. I was visualizing like this is cut from a tree, or maybe that's the base of the tree and they've painted it gray to look like a.
It looks like yeah, you're right. It looks like a stone, doesn't it?
It could be a stump that's just painted gray. I don't know.
It says here residents gathered Saturday in the scenic Minneapolis neighborhood for an annual ritual, the sharpening of a gigantic number 2 pencil. It's very weird.
Look at all those people. I mean, boy.
They're into it, dude.
Words cannot express the excitement of a large crowd gathering to watch a pencil get sharpened.
Yep. Yeah. What do they do in school? Are they always just having the time of their lives? My gosh. The 20-foot tall pencil was sculpted out of a mammoth oak tree. So there's your answer there.
Okay.
At the home of John and Amy Higgins, the beloved tree was damaged in a storm 2 years ago when fierce winds twisted the crown off. Neighbors mourned. A couple even wept. It's a weird thing to say.
A couple even wept.
A couple people wept. I would. That's a red flag about those couple people, but whatever.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
The Higginses saw it not so much as a loss, but a chance to give the tree new life. The sharpening ceremony on their front lawn has evolved into a community spectacle that draws hundreds of people to the leafy neighborhood of Lake of the Isles, complete with music and pageantry. They do some pageantry there.
Some pageantry.
Yeah, I love a good pageant. You know, like unless it's what those weird little kids that look like adults. I don't like those. What do they call those? Like the John Benet Ramsey pageants, those things?
Yeah, right. I don't know if there's a term other than pageants, but yeah.
Child
like
pageant.
Little Miss something pageant. Little Miss Sunshine pageant, I guess is where I was going with that.
There's some pedo business there.
Yeah.
Is there video here, chat says? Let's see. Oh, there is a little video. Let's see what we got on the old Instagram there. Yeah, here we go. Look, there's pageantry.
There is the pageantry. I don't see any. Oh, maybe we'll see somebody dressed as a giant pencil.
There's Mr. Higgins with his wife. Oh my gosh! Now
geez.
that's some pageantry. They're dancing
That's
pencils
pageantry.
for listeners at home.
Okay, all right. What song are they singing?
My pencil is looking for a sharpener. I have no idea.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would be the pencil song. Like,
I got those big horns, dude. Look, those big long.
The Ricola horns.
Yeah. The Ricola horns. Oh my gosh, look at these people. There's so many.
There are tons of people.
And how do you sharpen this pencil without... See, why would you want to do that, though?
Exactly. It's just going to get shorter. Don't you want to appreciate the pencil? And
oh my gosh, they have a little sharpener they're putting on
all right,
top.
pencil thin mustache, pretty good. The Jimmy Buffett song.
Wow.
Man, that's how they sharpen it. They more whittle it.
Yeah, it's one of those little sharpeners as a kid.
It is an actual little plastic sharpener looking thing. That's really funny.
Yeah, they rotate it around and they take a shaving off of it.
And then they have to repaint the top of it because it's not really a pencil.
Yeah, and then they do more pageantry. Just nonstop pageantry up there. It's great.
The correct answer, by the way, is Every Day I Write the Book by Elvis Costello. Sorry, everybody tried, and
That's not bad. I'll take that. How much vibrato is in that song? A lot or a little?
Every day I write the book. Every day I write the book.
I found a couple. Jimmy Buffett's pencil thin mustache. We have Palelo Nutini's pencil full of lead.
Paolo,
thank you. Put the pencil down by the airborne toxic event.
Oh, that's good. Sure.
And my pencil won't write no more. And that's the Crickets.
There you go. All right.
There's also references in the lyrics to the Beatles' Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds, where they mention a pencil.
Oh, really?
I think it says, though not about pencils, lyrics include surreal imagery like newspaper taxis, which often bring up a drawing or doodling association. I don't know if that counts. That's kind of lame.
Okay, that's a reach.
Yeah, crayons in the Paul Simon song Kodachrome. And then finally, you can sort of count Take On Me because Aha's video has a bunch of pencils.
Because the pencil drawings, yeah. I do like both of the Robinsons brought up Hot for Teacher. I brought my pencil.
Oh, it's a good one.
Yep.
Actually, that's really good because I do think you have to exclaim pencil for this to count.
Jacob Clatter mentioned it also.
That's pretty good.
Yep. All right, there you go.
Although that song's kind of a parody. It's not that great.
No.
Not a huge fan. All right, that's going to do it for today's news and today's show. Yeah, that's right. No Wendy today. She's on a plane coming here as we're about to leave. It's weird.
That's right.
I got a lot of family here, so she's good. And she's visiting my mom this morning as soon as she lands, and she's got plenty to do. So don't worry about us. But that means a shorter show. I got to get ready for our trip. And no show on TMS Friday because literally I will not be here. Right. I'll be in a car then.
Yep. And for the same reason, Monday you'll be in a car.
I'll be in a car coming the other way. And Brian will be doing his stuff on Saturday and Sunday. But there will be a film sack despite all that.
Interestingly enough, how will I be doing a film sack while I'm on a bike? I just don't know.
He's going to pull over, wash his hands in that little sink, apply some chode butter. Actually, the other way around. You're going to do the chode butter, then wash your hands.
Right.
Then record
Yes.
from inside a Porta-John. I'll be at a rest stop in Beaver. So I'll be in a Beaver. I'll be in Beaver. That sounded wrong.
It did.
No, that's not true at all. We have transcended time and space.
There we go. And I will hopefully be able to pop in at some point during the ride into the Catterday Tadpooligans Discord thing, because it's always nice to just listen to people talk, even if I mute myself, because you're going to hopefully hear some wind noise of me riding really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
If it's real quiet, you can assume things went poorly.
Exactly. And we are pushing Playdate. Here's the deal. And you and I haven't talked about this, but July 4th is next Friday.
Right.
So I'm assuming we probably aren't going to do a show that day.
National holiday. I don't think so.
National holiday.
Yeah.
So I think Playdate will occur on July 11th. And what that'll do is take the place of the June and July Playdates, because I'll be in Washington, D.C. for the July Playdate.
That's right. I forgot you were going there.
Yep, gonna be in D.C.
Well, that's a good.
we'll have to-
That works though, because we're playing Jackbox stuff, and that's easy to play remotely. So
Oh, actually, yeah, I can play Jackbox remotely.
Simple,
the
easy
problem is that
peasy.
it's going to be like noon or something. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
yeah, we'll figure it out. And if I don't know, if it worst comes to worst, and the 11th isn't good, we could probably break the 4th rule and do it's just morning of the 4th. We could probably get away with that. And we're just playing video games, so maybe we do the 4th. I don't know. I don't
That's
know.
true. We could. I don't
have family stuff
because I
till later,
I
but-
scheduled a thing with Hammond that morning, but we could always rearrange it.
Oh, right. Well, we'll figure it out. Don't worry, guys. Top minds are at it. Top men are working on it.
I don't mind doing a TMS Friday on the 4th, or even doing a play date on the 4th.
Yeah.
We could do that.
All right, we'll figure it out. All right, I think that's it. Oh, some other shows coming up. Core today at 1. Got a big one today, so watch for that. Film Sack this weekend, as I mentioned, and I think
Ocean's
that's everything.
12.
Ocean's 12, that's right. Catch up now, or watch now, because that Ocean's 12 leaves on the 30th.
Yes.
Right?
Watch it now.
Yeah.
Yep. And while you're at it, you can watch the other two, but all three of them are leaving. All three of the original trilogy are leaving on the 30th. There will be a Guess the Connection tomorrow. I don't know what time. Everything's kind of playing by ear for the next couple days, obviously. So.
Yeah. Well, good luck, Brian. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited
thanks.
for you. I'm sure you and I
have
will
fun,
talk.
man.
Yeah, we'll talk before then, but I'm sure your ride's going to go great. I'm sure my trip's going to go fine.
I'm sure it will. Yes.
I'm going to have lunch with Mazzula at a place that he raved about. I'm excited.
Cool.
It's something in
Is
the
he
Paris.
taking you to? Mon Ami Gabi then.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that is one of the best brunches in Vegas. It's fantastic.
Oh, sweet. We have reservations and everything, so I'm pretty excited.
Please ask for something with Gouda.
Gouda? I'm going to ask for Gouda.
Gouda.
And when they say, what are you saying? I'll say, don't you know who Dr. Nicky is?
Exactly. You guys pronounce Gouda wrong. What do? Pronounce it like Gouda? Chumps.
We'll see how it goes. I'm excited. Kim and I haven't had a proper getaway for a bit, so we're looking forward to this.
Cool.
And the temperatures are nice for once in Vegas. It's not going to be 117. It's going to be like 95. That's decent. That's all right.
It's decent. You'll be inside. That's the fun of Vegas, is you don't even really need to go outside very much.
No, and if this was 2 weeks ago, we'd be dying. And by the way, that reminds me, just a shout out to all our friends in the South and the Pacific, or the East rather, with your heinous high temperatures right now. You're getting the heat wave we kind of had. It's just shifted over, and I feel bad, man. You guys are getting nailed over there, especially in the South. Holy crap, it's hot. So hope this passes soon. It's not normal, damn it. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you all for listening. frogpants.com/TMS for all your other needs. Brian, let's play a song and get the hell out of here.
Well, okay. He's a guy that you did a show with recently that I still need to listen to. I'll probably listen to it on my ride, honestly. Dr. Tolbert, Jerry Tolbert wrote in and said, "Good morning, gents." Good morning, gents. I'll say it like you would. Your friendly neighborhood family doc here to celebrate the day I arrived on Earth 45 years ago to the day. Given my diverse love of many things musical, it's sometimes hard to narrow down my requests, but Brian's past choices have all been amazing, so any covers of or by Led Zeppelin that fit his fancy would be an amazing birthday gift. Love the ostomy, bros. Dr. Jerry.
You like my artificial hole? Thank you.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, appreciate that. If you haven't heard that episode, by the way, it's very, very good. Brian will be checking it out. But if you go to themedical.show.
Medical show. It's a TMS. It's yet another TMS.
Yeah, but you got to get the .show because it's a new website.
Right.
Themedical.show. And when you get it, you'll get all the ways you can sign up for it. It is, this isn't a thing we're monetizing. We're making it like no Patreon, none of that. We want to help the planet. That's mostly people in the U.S. because that's where all our medical focus is going to be. But still, it's going to be all about the things like, what's this weird itch I have, all the way to why does my insurance company suck ass so much? Everything in between. So you're going to want to check it out. We're having a great time with it. There'll be a new episode next week too. But a little pimping going there. Themedicalshow.com.
Medical show.
No,
cool.
I did it wrong. Themedical.show and anywhere you get your podcasts. All right, go ahead.
Let's see if I can find it. Can I get to it? I probably can't find it directly in. I mean, I imagine I could if I scrolled long enough in Downcast. To find the medical show. Maybe.
I mean, they just started listing it because Downcast uses Apple's directory, so they just started listing it in Apple Podcasts. So it may be lower in. I don't know. I don't know how they do that. But it shows up in Spotify now, Apple Music, all that stuff should have it.
I'll find it. Anyway, so Led Zeppelin. Well, I've got something that is relatively new. This came out a couple of years ago, posthumously recorded by the great Kevin Gilbert. Kevin Gilbert is one of these amazing musicians. He was half of the band Toy Matinee. He was part of Sheryl Crow's Tuesday Night Music Club group that would get together and write songs together, and he even wrote some of her songs or co-wrote some of her songs. Two had a big falling out, and that's a bad thing. But anyway, died several years ago, but they keep finding new music and new recordings that he has released. This is a remix of a cover that he did of Led Zeppelin's Kashmir. It is fantastic. It's called The Uncontrolled Mix. Here is Kevin Gilbert and Kashmir.
Hello, I'm a tailor, and your pant size is frog. You're always welcome at frogpants.com.